Lesson 38. I can add 1 to numbers 1 through 9 and look for a pattern using 5 group drawings and equations. Let's play Imagine One More. Raise your hand when you know how many dots. Get ready. How many dots do you have? That's right, 2. Now imagine that there's one more. How many dots are there if you have one more? Get ready. Yes, 3. For those of you using your fingers, that's great. And if you're using mental math, if you're using your thinking brain, then that's awesome also. So I have 2 and one more is 3. Say the addition sentence starting with 2. Get ready. 2 plus 1 equals 3. Now let's flip it. That means we're going to flip the numbers. My turn, let me show you. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Your turn. Get ready. Good job. Next one. Raise your hand when you know how many dots. Get ready. Yes, 3. Now imagine there's one more. How many dots with one more? Get ready. Yes, 4. Say the addition sentence starting with 3. Get ready. 3 plus 1 equals 4. Let's flip the numbers. Get ready. 1 plus 3 equals 4. Good job. Raise your hand when you know how many dots. My hand is raised. I already know how many dots there are. Get ready. Yes, 4. Now imagine there's one more. How many dots with one more? That's right, 5. Say the addition sentence starting with 4. Get ready. 4 plus 1 equals 5. Flip the numbers. Get ready. 1 plus 4 equals 5. Great job. Raise your hand when you know how many dots. Get ready. Yes, 1. Now imagine there is one more. How many dots with one more? Get ready. Yes, 2. Say the addition sentence starting with 1. Get ready. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Flip it. Now what we can do is we can break it apart. 2 equals 1 plus 1. Great job. Raise your hand when you know how many dots. Take a look at the card. How many? Yes, 0. Now imagine there's one more. How many dots with one more? Get ready. Yes, 1. Say the addition sentence starting with 0. Get ready. 0 plus 1 equals 1. Good job. Let's flip the numbers. Get ready. 1 plus 0 equals 1. Good job. All right, so since we may not have cubes at home, we're going to just say it out loud, kind of the way that we do it in class. So let's start with 1. We're going to be building one more and one less. So please remember that. I'm going to try to trick you. We might do more and we might do less, so think big. 1. One more is, yes, 2. Good job. 2. One more is, yes, 3. 3. One more is, that's right, 4. 4. One more is, yes, 5. 5. One more is, yes, 6. 6. One more is, 7. 7. One more is, 8. 8. One more is, that's right, 9. 9. One more is, that's right, 10. Good job. Now we're going to do one less. Think big. Use your hands. Show me 10. And let's do one less. What do you do when we talk about one less? Do you add or take away? Do you add or subtract? If you said subtract or take away, then that's right. So we have 10. One less is, yes, 9. 9 one more is, that's right, 10. 10 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 one more is, that's right, 10 9. 8. Show me 8. 1 less is, that's right, 7. 7. 1 less is 6. Good job taking away. 6. 1 less is, that's right, 5. I can see you showing me in your hands. 5. 1 less is 4. Good job. 4. 1 less is, yes, 3. 3. 1 less is 2. Great. 2. 1 less is 1. Good job. 1. 1 less is 0. You should have 0. Great job. Let's get started with our application problem. So we might not have cubes at home, but we may have maybe beans, we might have toy cars, we might have LOL dolls that we can use. We're going to pretend that our items are dinosaur. Okay, so let's see if we can get a few items together. Maybe some beads that we do crafting with, maybe pencils, even pieces of paper. That also works. So I'm going to give you a little bit of time. I want you to pause the video so that you can get a few items. That way we can start our application problem. Go ahead and pause the video and press play when you're ready. Okay, so let's pretend that your items are dinosaurs. One dinosaur went to the watering hole because he was thirsty. So I want you to move one of your items to, let's make a watering hole. So if you have a piece of paper, I'm going to go ahead and draw one here. I'm going to draw one right here in the middle. If you have a piece of paper, that would be great. And then I'm going to fill in the watering hole, okay? I hope that you're drawing your own watering hole. It can just be a circle. It doesn't have to be colored or shaded in, but you can definitely color and just pause the video so that way you don't lose out on what I'm going to talk to you about. So let's pretend this is the watering hole. I'm also going to make, I'm going to pretend that this would be this little, every line that I make is going to be a dinosaur. So one dinosaur went to the watering hole because he was thirsty. So I'm going to draw a little dinosaur here, which is going to be one of my lines. There he is. One more dinosaur got thirsty too, so I'm going to add another dinosaur. How many thirsty dinosaurs are there now? How many do you think if you take a look at my picture? Well, I see 2, right? Because I have 1 and 1 more makes 2. That's right. And 1 plus 1 equals what? 2. Perfect. So guess what happened? Another dinosaur got thirsty. So you're going to take her or him to the watering hole too. Here's my other dinosaur. How many dinosaurs are at the watering hole now? You can count them, or you might already just know the number. That's right, 3. I can count them. 1, 2, 3. And also 2 plus 1 equals 3. What is 2 plus 1? That's right, 3. Can you tell me the addition sentence? 2 plus 1 equals 3. That's right. Good job. I want you to keep acting out the story until all dinosaurs are drinking water. So I want you to, if you have 5 objects, and I want you to add 1 more. So let's say we have 2 more objects. I'm going to add 1 more dinosaur. What's 3 plus 1? That's right, 4. If you didn't know that right off the top of your head, because that's 1 more, remember, I have 3, 1 more is 4. You can also use your fingers. So use your fingers, the math way, to show you 3, and then add 1 more, and that makes what number? 4. Good job. Do this until you have used up all of the items that you have in front of you. All right, so you may or may not have die or dice at home. If you don't, then I recommend that we maybe write the number on write numbers from let's say 1 through 5 on a piece of paper, and then tear up the paper, fold it up, and then let's toss it on the table. That way we can be able to pick a number. So for example, let's pretend that I rolled my die, or that I rolled my paper as you are going to make. You can go ahead and pause the video here if you're going to go get your die or dice, and if you're going to make some with your paper. All right, when you're ready to start, press play. So I'm going to pretend that I rolled my die and I landed on 1. So I'm going to go ahead and write 1. What's 1 plus 1? That's right, 2. Go ahead and write this down on your piece of paper so you can write the number sentence. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Can you use the number path to also show you how to add? Absolutely. So in this case, I would circle the 1. And how many times would I hop forward since I'm adding? How many times would I hop forward? 1, because we only added 1. So I'm going to hop 1, 1, and what number did I end up on? On 2. That's right. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. Write that number sentence. You can also break it apart and flip it. So we can also write 2 equals 1 plus 1. Good job. When you're done, go ahead and pause the video if you need more time to write your number sentence, and then press play when you're ready to continue. Now we're going to do the same thing over again. So I'm going to pretend that I rolled a number 5. What's 5 plus 1? Well, let's try the number path. So I have 5. I'm going to circle it. That way I know where I am at. How many times am I going to hop forward? Because it is an addition problem. I'm going to hop forward 1 time. So 5, I'm going to hop forward 1. Boop. And what number do I have now? I have 6. So what's 5 plus 1? 6. Good job. Don't forget to break it apart. How do you break it apart? That's right. You start with the whole number. So 6 equals 5 plus 1. Good job. All right, let's roll the die to see where to start again. So let's see. I'm going to pretend that my die rolled on a number 7. So sorry for my messy 7. And let's see, so 7, I have 7, I'm going to circle it. And then I'm going to add how many more? 1, that's right, it says that here on my number sentence. So I'm going to hop forward 1, boop, and what number do I end up with? 8, that's right, so what's 7 plus 1? 8, now if you show me 7 on your hands, and if you add 1 more, how many do you have? 8, that's right. So that's 2 different ways that you can, that you know what the answer is to this question, to these questions when we're adding 1. All right, so we can pick another number. I'm going to choose 9. So I'm going to say that 9 was a number that I rolled since I don't have die. So 9, what's 9 plus 1 more? That's right, 10. Did you use your fingers? Did you use your brain? Or did you use the number path? Wow. Great job with this one. Now don't forget to break the sentence apart. So what's the whole number? 10. And then what comes next? That's right, equals. And what comes after that? 10 equals? Oh, okay, that's 9 plus 1. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to draw 5. We're going to draw on our paper. You don't need to have one exactly like this, but I do want you to draw a line right in the middle, just like my paper does. We're going to draw 1 dot in the 5 group way. Okay, so I'm going to draw a yellow dot. Okay. And, I'm going to draw another dot, one more, in a different color. So I'm going to add these. So what would my number sentence be? Well, I wonder, how many yellow dots do I have? I have 1. Okay. And how many did I add? Well, I added 1 purple, so 1 plus 1, right? How many do I have total? That's right, 2. 1 plus 1 equals 2. Now guess what? I'm going to draw 2 dots. 1, 2 yellow dots. And I'm going to add 1 more. So what color do you think my other dot should be? Well, I also think it should be purple because I already had a purple dot. What is 2 plus 1? Did you count on your fingers or did you use your brain? 2 plus 1 equals 3. You could also count the objects here in the sentence. So you're going to keep going. You're going to draw, the next one you'll draw 3 circles. You're always going to add 1 more, so you'll draw 3 circles. And then add 1 more in a different color, so that way you remember what the 2 parts are. So what is this number sentence? Oops, so sorry for that to be missing. 3 plus 1. So then you'll draw 3 plus 1. And what does that equal? Yep, that equals 4. You can count in your fingers. You can use your mental math. That means using only your brain. And you can also count the objects here on your paper. I want you to continue all the way down until you get to the number 10. All right, don't forget to write your number sentence. Let's take a look at our problem set. So we're going to use the number path to add. We can write the number in the box and then color the circles to match. So I want you to use a different color to show one more, just like we did right now with the previous page. So if you already know the answer without the number path, that's completely fine. So do you know what 1 plus 1 is? That's right, it's 2. So now we definitely have to color it so we can match. So we're going to draw, let's use the same colors I used before. So I'm going to color in 1 yellow dot. Okay, right, I had 1 yellow dot. And how many purple dots did I add? Well, 1, it says it right here. So how many should I color? Purple. That's right, just 1. And if you can count your dots, you can see that 1 plus 1 equals 2. You're going to continue on and finish this paperwork on your own. You can do it. This is also the same thing you're going to do on your paper. So remember, adding your numbers, 6 plus 1. What color will the 6 be? Well, 6 circles will be yellow, right? So I'm just going to make a little X on these. It would take really a long time for me to color them on my computer, so I'm going to, I have 6 yellow, and how many more did I add? Just 1, so then I'm only going to cross out 1 or color 1, the purple color, so 6 plus 1 equals 7, that's right, make sure you finish all of your work. Whoops, silly Miss Gomez, I wrote this number so messy. That's better. All right. Now you're going to fill in the number sentence and color the circles. So we're going to make a number sentence. So you can pick a number from the number path, or you can use your die or dice if you have them. So I'm going to pick number 5, and I'm going to write the number here. 5 plus 1. What is 5 plus 1? Yep, that's right, 6. 5 plus 1 equals 6. I like that some of you are answering right away because you just know what 5 plus 1 is, and I like that some of you are using your fingers to count. I like that some of you are looking and pointing to the number path. So that's how you know you can check if the answer is right by using all 3 methods. So what would I do you think with these dots right here? Of course, yes, I would color them. So if I have 5 here, should I color the 5 and the 1 all one color? Why shouldn't I? Okay, well, I shouldn't color them the same color because 5 is one part and 1 is another part, so they have to be different colors. So I'm going to show you that I'm only going to color 5 one color. And then I'm going to color 1, because that's my other part, another color. So 5 plus 1 equals 6. Don't forget to do the last one. So let's do our debrief really quickly. I want you to look at the first page of your problem set. Do your 5 group, well, in this case, you won't be able to look at your partner's paper, but just talk about what you notice. What pattern do you notice on the first page of your problem set? Do you notice a pattern? I want you to look also at the last 2 problems. Look at any patterns that you might see or notice in the last 2 problems. How is the number path like using 5? How is the number path like using 5 group drawings? Like, how is it the same as when you use 5 group drawings? And which ones do you like more? Do you prefer using 5 group drawings, like drawing 5 on top and the rest on the bottom? Or do you like the number path where the numbers are 1 through 10 and you get to hop forward or backward if you are subtracting or adding? Which one is your favorite? And why? Why do you like that more? So now that we're thinking back to building 1 more and 1 less towers, I want you to think about how counting forward and adding 1 is the same. Like, how are counting forward and adding 1 is the same? Well, when you're counting forward, you're adding, right? You're using the plus sign and you're putting more on. You get more when you're counting forward. And then what about less? Are you getting more or are you taking away? You're taking away, that's right, because you're subtracting. So I want you to imagine that you're talking to an alien who does not know about adding 1, since we're talking about adding 1, okay? So talk to your pretend alien friend. I want you to tell me how you would tell the alien about what we did today. How would you explain what we learned today? Remember that we also found patterns in our problem sets? How would you describe the pattern we found? What would you tell your alien friend? I also want you to think about the thirsty dinosaurs in our application problem. Remember the ones that went to the watering hole because they were so thirsty? Was there a pattern in your addition sentences for that problem? You know, I think that there were, because we were adding 1 every single time. So there was one dinosaur that was thirsty and went to the watering hole. Then another one came over because he was thirsty. Every time we were adding 1. That's the pattern that I found there. Can you tell me about the other questions that I asked you? Please make sure to try to share with your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your grandma, your grandpa, your auntie, anybody that's around. Make sure that you answer these questions and let them know what you learned today in math. Thank you. See you next time.